Yes, so since I bought the Nissan 350Z for the second time, I had another moment 2 months in thinking, I'm gonna get rid of it. I really struggle to bond with this car. I don't know what it is, but I just haven't, I fell in love with it. I don't know. I did enjoy driving it around while it was on the road, but I'm gonna address the big elephant in the room. And I don't mean the car, I promise. Like, the car is freaking heavy, but £700 of tax a year. So I paid it initially because I thought, oh yeah, we'll do a load of content in it, blah, 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 blah. And then I did one drift day in it and I was like, oh, this needs a lot of work. Let's take it off the road, because I managed to get about 500 quid back off of our robbing scumbag government. Should we jump into everything I hate about it and all the good stuff and everything? I'll tell you what, I'd love to take it out for a drive and we could do that in the car and you could hear that engine give you a freaking brain hernia. But we can't do that because, well, I took the tax off of it and I'm not driving it around illegally because I know a bunch of you are snitches. I know you love looking at the old little tax thing online, being like, oh, it's not tax, it's not MOT. So what we're gonna do is I'm gonna wander around the car here, try and explain everything, and hopefully it will make sense to you guys. And yeah, we're gonna keep it. So let's jump in. So before I whinge and moan and I only be negative about this thing, let's talk about this. Oh, I just hit puberty, finally. Let's talk about the stuff that we have done to it so far. So it's had a big old service. My mate Joey Murphy, JDM Joey on Instagram, he did a massive service on it for me. He said it was running real low on oil, so that's super great, I guess. So it was running low on oil. So we've topped it up. Everything's good. I did a drift day on it. We didn't blow up. We're Gucci, baby. The main best thing, I've done my English, been abroad for 6 weeks, and all of a sudden I can't talk our language anymore. So the best things we've done to the car though, 100% were the BC coilovers. And I'm just gonna give a little plug. If you guys want BC coilovers, I am a BC Racing dealer. It's December, I'm feeling good, baby. I'm willing to give you a discount. So drop me a little email. It can be at the Pure Car Modify one or the sales@621.com one. It doesn't matter, hit me up and we can sort you out some beautiful BC Racing suspension for your cars, and you can go and enjoy them just way better. I'm actually going to get a set for the Clio as well soon. I need to be really nice to BC, see if they want to help me with that as well. But this got the BC Racing coilovers put on this, and it's absolutely fantastic. I got to use it at Santa Pod and the car felt phenomenal, honestly. That was definitely one of the perks of that day. Now, mind the gap, just like Tottenham. So we've got to have to watch out. We've got a big old arch gap down here. Thing is, I am going to be putting a different set of wheels on this very soon. So if you want to stay tuned and see what they might end up being, please stay tuned and hit subscribe and follow me on Instagram while you're at it. Why not? It's just December, right? Be friendly over here. Anyway, you'll see we've got some arch gap, but that isn't what I want to talk about. What I wanted to talk about is the BC Racing suspension that I put on this turned this car into a true rear coilover setup. We got rid of the spring shock separated ass setup that it had, like the old E36 style rear on it, and I put a new tow arm in, and it is definitely the way I'd advise you to go about it. It's a really easy job to do. If your nuts, check them anyway, boys, but if the nuts on the studs are not rounded, that was a real nightmare, and I hated every second of that. And thank you, Dean and Joey, for sorting that for me, so I didn't have an actual crisis, because it was going that way. But I promise you, this is not all bad. I do not hate this car. I think it's a pretty good car. I like them now. Before I bought them, I thought they were pretty terrible, but I've changed my mind. And I especially love this view from the back. I think this is such a fantastic looking machine. And I followed one the other day at home from work, and I was like, damn, that's real nice, you know? And this one also has the Buddy Club exhaust on it. That's a £900 exhaust system, but it has a crack in it, which is freaking awesome. But luckily we can weld it up, so it's okay. So we will sort that out. But I just wanted to put this rear end on here, really. I really like this, like that. Maybe that's the thumbnail. I like it. I like these lights. Just like it. I think it looks cool. In fact, I'm going to come and stand with you for a second and just take it in, you know. Why wouldn't we do that? Yeah, that's really cool. I like that. That's such a good looking machine from here. I really like it. Since changing the steering wheel over, which, my man, if you want it, go check that video. You haven't claimed it yet. I've still got it taking up space in the unit, my man. It's a free steering wheel, come on. Anyway, I Put the LZ wheel in it. This feels really nice. Perforated leather, lovely. Now, let's talk about something I absolutely detest. When I was drifting this thing, we went to throw it into the first corner, and I gave the old Yan brake a Yankee Oodle. Nothing happened. Absolutely nothing happened. I nearly pulled my shoulder out, yanking this, and absolutely nothing happened. Stock handbrake in this, terrible. Very annoying. So, yes, we're going to put a hydro in it. I'm going to put my handbrake in here, hopefully. We can mount it in there, hopefully. Dean, I hope you're watching and you'll help me mount it in there, Dean, because I want it there, and I don't want it here. I want it there. So that's a really negative thing. Handbrake, terrible. Stock lock was all right. I'm not going to lie. I could get away with not having a lock kit in this for a little while, I think, but I am going to buy the front hub kit just to, well, if we're doing it, we might as well, right? If we're going in, we might as well go all the way in. Nice and deep, baby. That's gross. I'm sorry. I'll cut that bit out. I'm sorry. Maybe I won't. It's Christmas after all. Like these seats. I don't know whether to put my bucket seat in here as well. I might do that as well. What do you think? Let me know down below. Shall I put my Recaro in here? It will be a red Recaro. So that could kind of look kind of naughty, right? Red with the blue. That's so gross. It might work. Interesting. I'm into it. God, it's so cold. Oh my God. One of the other things, the boys that Dean and Joey did for me, I'm linking the Instagram down here. If you need any commercial work done, please hit them up. They're wonderful people and they've got a great business going. Dean's got a great business going over there. Great people working there. The camera looks like it's about to fall over. That makes me anxious.
Adding this in after film day, so excuse the quality, but there is one mod I forgot to mention. It's a Z-Tech like ECU box that overrides the standard OEM Nissan coding, so it allows you to drift. So all you got to do is press the button and it turns off all traction, because even with traction control off, it still has some traction control. So as you can see, it lights up the dashboard like a Christmas tree, but it skids.
So they did a full nut and bolt check on it, made sure everything was done up tight, because I hadn't done anything up tight from when I worked on it. We were running it about from here to there, and I was just chucking it together. I couldn't be bothered, if I'm completely honest. I was going to do it when I got back from China, but then I realised that my brain and my body don't work in the same rhythm sometimes. So that was very irritating. But they did another thing for me. What they did is they welded the diff. Now they welded the LSD, and I think because I made them do this, it was me asking them to do it for me. That was one of the major factors for me not selling it yet, because I was thinking, like, we've really like started to make it a drift car, and it feels like I'm kind of going meh straight away, and I don't want to do that. So it's got a welded diff in it now. It's got, well, the LSD's been welded. It's really, really good. It catches up real fast. It's really nice. But there's another problem with it, and I noticed it since I got it home. The clutch feels shite, but there is a big but coming, a big juicy but is coming. And you know what? Yeah, maybe the clutch is about to go as well. Who knows? I don't know. Maybe it will last forever, but maybe it won't. But because I've been doing this car stuff for so long, and I've just been meeting so many great people along the way, people remember stuff, I think. And a good friend of mine, Teg Boy, if you are on our mailing list, you'll have seen that I went and saw him recently. Make sure you subscribe. It's in the top comment. It's all free. It's basically blog posts to your email in the mornings, and you can read it while you poop. It's pretty cool. He got in touch with me a little while ago, and he was like, are you doing a conversion on your S15, blah, blah, blah. I've got this clutch, Nismo for 350Z. Do you want it? And I just said, yeah. I was like, yeah, why not? I would like it, actually. That would be really great. So if the clutch goes in this, Teg Boy, my old friend, like, I've known Teg Boy since I was 18. How cool is that? 16 years I've known him now. He was the one that hit me up and said, I got a clutch for you, and he just gave me it. So I've got a clutch to go in this if it does go. So look at that, relaxed. We can be relaxed, baby. That's dope. That is dope. Another thing we need to sort, pretty sharpish, like I said though, but you'll see all this in another video. Let me show you. God, the stance is horrible. Yep, we're gonna be lowering it more. I can't live with this. I'm sorry. I can't live with how my F15 looks, and that looks cool. But what we're going to do is we're going to sort the stance. I'm going to lower it a little bit more. Sorry, Joey, I know you're going to panic when I say that. We're going to lower it a little bit more. I'm going to put my big old wheels on it that you're going to see soon, and I might actually hit a couple of companies up. I really would like a couple of sets of wheels for this that I really like, and that I sell. and I'm a dealer for some wheels, so I'm gonna hit them up and see if they can do me a lovely little spicy price. So we'll see if we get some more new wheels for it soon. But we're gonna be using some wheels in this soon. We need to remove these. These are the worst thing in the modified car world. These are horrendous. I hate them. I hate them more than a Volkswagen Golf R with a map on it. Do you know what I mean when I say that? You know, I hate them. They're my least favorite thing in the world. So we're gonna have to take these off, but then I'm gonna be left with a gaping hole. So I need to figure out what to do because they're the worst. These are like just the, I'm trying to not get cancelled here. They're terrible and I hate them. And I tried to take one out already with an Allen key and it started rounding. I hate them. I hate them so much. I hate you. I hate you. But in between all of the stylistic mods and the drift mods that we've got to do, there is one more major thing that we need to address. And I have already ordered the parts. My friend Johnny at Tegiwa recently asked, come on, go all the way up, you little bastards. Recently asked a favour of me, which meant I got a little bit of money on Tegiwa account. So I spent it instantly. And what I've ordered is I've ordered a whole Mishimoto rad setup, fan setup, and an oil cooler that isn't Mishimoto. I did actually help Mishimoto themselves, and they offered me 30% off, which was super lovely. But I'd also forgot that I had money on Tegiwa account anyway, so it made it way cheaper just for me to buy it through them. And I'm also, because we're going to be doing that, I'm going to be doing special deals on Mishimoto through us too. We sell them through Tegiwa, so we would love to do more business with them. I need to put the strut bar back on because I forgot to do that because I am borderline the special bus. Yeah, we'll chuck that back on soon. That's just in there, I hope. And yeah, we'll crack on with that too. So the cooling, why am I doing that? You may ask. You probably won't. You probably understand, but I'm going to say it anyway. Basically, on the drift day, I went out, did a few laps, realised the handbrake didn't work, and I was like, maybe I should go throw the car around the pens a little bit and just find like where the lock stops are, figure out how it feels. I've not drifted a 350Z properly before since I had a lesson with Jack Shanahan in 2016. So I think it was 2016, maybe 2017, a long time ago anyway. So I needed to just get used to the chassis, just launch it around, find where the limit is. And I was in the pens for about 3 minutes, maybe. It's about a time I'm used to saying when it comes to fun things. And we managed to boil the coolant instantly, basically. So I'm upgrading the coolant, aluminium Mishimoto rad, got the dual fan setup come in, and I've also got this oil cooler, and it's a thermostatic one, so it will only do it when it needs doing. So spend a bit of money, but I've also got a really good deal with Tegiwa. I love Johnny. He's a wonderful man. I get on really well with him, considering how much shit I used to give him back in the day on the forums. He can take me, which is nice. When I find people that can enjoy my company and also know I'm a dick, then that's great. So that's kind of where we're at, really. Let me sum what Finn's done. Right, he's gone round here, walked round there to that gate just to moan. He was in here 1 second ago. Finn, come here, come on, this way. Come on, buddy. Come on. I think that's kind of where we're at. Let me summarise real quick. We're going to lower it, put some wheels on it, buy a lock kit for it. I've ordered all the cooling stuff it needs. I'm going to buy I'm going to put the hydro handbrake from the E36 in here, unless I just end up buying one anyway, because I hate the style of that one. I really want a nicer handbrake itself. We're going to put the wheels on it. Going to get a diff case harness made. Ian Waddington, please. I'm begging you, my lovely friend, can you please make me one? I'll pay you. And then we are gonna put a bucket seat in it, and we're gonna put the lock kit on it and a hydro in it, and I think I've repeated myself 4 times there, but anyway, that kind of fills you in on what the plan is with the 350Z. Everything I hated about it on the drift day, and yeah, unfortunately we can't engine swap it yet and get rid of that horrendous noise. Oh my God, it just makes me want to cry. You know when you smell something bad, that gives you like for me it's cherry vodka. If I smell, or tequila, if I smell anything like that, it's all of the bad memories, you know? Like I threw up. Okay, here's a little story for you guys. This is back when I was a youth, right? It's a long time ago now. I can't drink cherry vodka because I drank so much of it once at a party that I wasn't invited to, that my friend told me I was invited to, but I definitely wasn't invited to. Stu, his name was. We went and got really, really drunk in the kitchen off someone else's cherry vodka, drank the whole bottle, and ended up throwing up out the side of a white cottage second-story window. Red, sick all down it, terrible. So I can't drink that anymore. I'm sure I'd really enjoy it now if I could, but I can't. So, yep, that's that. Anyway, I overshared there. Please like, subscribe, and all the rest of the good stuff for me, and I'll see you again in another video. We're going to talk about the Clio next, and we can actually drive that one because that one is taxed and insured. Actually, is it taxed? I might have to go tax it. Oh! Oh, for the sake of this video, it was filmed on the 29th of November, okay? Brilliant. Thank you. See you guys in the next video.